It's more than a roast. It's everything and everyone you need, all at one table.
Lucky, lucky indeed am I to be standing with Mr. Michael Olivier today, and we are going to be cooking something that I don't think I've ever cooked before. Something with what, sauteed apples?
Yes,
or something?
absolutely.
Good morning, Mr. Michael.
Good
How are
morning,
you?
sir. I'm good.
Lovely, man.
I'm
All right,
good.
so explain to us what's going to be happening in our kitchen this morning.
Good. Well, what we're going to do is I'm going to make some what I've called sausage cakes, which we're going to
sausage cakes.
Yeah. So we're going to use some pork mince, and we're going to flavour it with fennel seeds and with a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and some sage leaves. Yeah. And then we're going to fry them off. Yeah. And the apples, we're going to caramelize the apples in some butter and cinnamon.
That sounds amazing.
And get them, and they'll be a lovely sort of accompaniment for the sausage cakes.
Sounds good. Well, let me get ready. Let me put my apron on here.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with getting the apples going.
Okay. So just a couple of blocks of butter there, I see.
Yeah, and then what we've done is the apple has been put into acidulated water, just some water with a squeeze of lemon juice in, because that stops it from oxidizing and going brown.
That's a very good trick. Very good trick. Yeah, you don't want them to go brown in that.
No, absolutely.
Okay. You just saute in there some butter. I've never seen that being done. Call me, I don't know. You know, not that I'm in the kitchen that often.
Right, so we'll just get them going quietly.
Okay, so how long are you going to cook these apples for?
These probably for sort of 5-6 minutes or so.
All right.
And then I'm going to put some cinnamon and brown sugar onto them.
Oh.
Meantime,
yes,
we've got the pork.
All right, so this is now what did you call it earlier? Like a sausage...
Sausage cakes.
Sausage cakes.
So it's sort of like the same as if you took a pork sausage and took it out of its skin and
then, well, you'll show us. I have no idea what you're going to be doing.
Right.
You must just say what I can do to help you.
Well, I think I'm okay at the moment. Maybe you could just sort out some sage leaves for me.
Awesome. Okay.
And if you could just sort of pull the ends off like that.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Right, so here we have our pork mince. These are some fennel seeds that we're going to add there, and obviously some salt and pepper.
Nice.
This is I sort of try to give this a sort of an Italian feel.
Yeah.
So we're going to put a bit of nutmeg in there.
Ooh.
So
that's obviously going to bring out a nice flavour.
Absolutely. And different sort of unusual flavours, sort of almost sort of Mediterranean kind of flavours.
Nice.
And then we've got the cayenne. Now, in the recipe, I put a knife point of cayenne. Now, when I was at cookery school in London a very long time ago, my teacher used to call it un point de cayenne.
Oh, so what's
a point. A knife point, yeah. It's like a pinch of salt. You know, how big is a pinch? Is it sort of like that? Or is it like that?
You never know. How big is a pinch
Absolutely.
of salt? Yeah.
So your point de cayenne has to be however hot you want it to be.
Okay.
So I think we'll put quite a generous one in there.
I like it spicy, eh?
Yeah, well, we put an extra little...
That's it. And I think the more spicy you make it, the rest of our crew won't eat it, so I can have it all to myself.
Good. Okay, well, we'll make it very spicy.
I'll be a bit selfish this morning.
Yeah. We'll make it... Now, you see the apples are coming on nicely here.
Lovely. So what are you looking for in the apples when you do that?
I'm just looking to get them sort of a little bitty brown on the outside.
So just brown on the outside, nice hot pan.
Yeah, and just get the temperature down. And then once we've got these made, right, that's the sage. Now we'll just chop that.
Is that enough?
That's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
So what we'll do now is we'll just chop the sage.
Okay. Like fine pieces, or?
Yeah, I'll get it quite fine. Sage is a herb which the Italians use a huge amount, and it's a herb that you have to cook.
Okay.
You can use it as a as a garnish, but it really needs heat to bring the flavors out. The wonderful thing about sage is it's got this incredible flavor, and if you just take it in a pan with some butter,
Okay.
and sort of burn it slightly so it goes crispy, and then you put in some pasta and stir it all together, and some Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
It's just magical.
Sure.
So you see, we're doing
So
quite...
not advisable to eat them raw.
No, it's not. I mean, it's got a nice flavor. Right. I think what I'm going to do, you see, these are browning up nicely.
It's not that bad.
So we'll just put some sugar here, and the sugar will sort of help with caramelization.
Lovely. So if you do want the recipe, what we are doing today, this is a very, very nice recipe. SMS sausage to 33728, and we will send that on right to your phone.
We'll just put a bit of cinnamon on there, and that'll sort of spice the apples up a bit.
All right.
See, we're getting...
Nothing goes together like apples and cinnamon.
Oh, I know.
Right?
Isn't this fantastic?
Oh.
Sort of real grandma's food kind of stuff.
Real grandma's food. Hey, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
right.
That. Nice and traditional.
Here we go. And
All right, so now it's time for your...
With some oil in there.
All right.
And then mix this up.
Okay.
And this should, in the recipe that we've given, should really be able to feed sort of like 4 to 6 people.
Okay. So it's quite a not a very expensive dish, which is quite nice.
Yeah, the recipe size that we've given, it's not actually that expensive a dish.
Now, I need to ask you something.
Yes.
What is the difference between this what you're doing now, and a fricadelle?
It's the same thing.
It's just a different name, a fancy name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Because I was wondering, because now you're making it little balls, and you're talking about a pork sausage cake or what? Yeah. Is it hot?
Yeah, it is hot.
Careful,
We're just
Michael.
going a bit
Please don't hurt yourself.
Beyond here. These are actually looking good now.
Ooh, I'll look after that for you.
I'm actually going to pull it off. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. I'm going to pull it off.
Fantastic. Cool.
Because what we've got here is we've taken the precaution of making some up ahead.
Of course, you see,
And
always
here,
prepared, always prepared.
You see that the apples are now really coming on.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Fantastically.
Wow. So that's quite interesting that this pork and the apples go together like that.
Pork and apple is a wonderful combination. I mean, just think of roast pork and apple sauce.
Oh, there we go. Of course, yes. So you kind of just throwing in there to heat it up again.
To heat them through.
All right. So in that way, I'm sure. I don't know if you're getting the nice sauce of the apples in there as well.
Well, you get some of the flavour. I'm just going to move this across here. It's slightly on the warm side.
Oh, that smells
And then
so nice. That smells amazing.
turn these over, heat them through. There we go.
I like the look of this dish. I like the look of the apples and the pork in there, all in one skillet.
Look at those apples, really look nice.
Very nice. So remember, sausage to 33728. Sausage to 33728, and we will send you on this amazing, amazing recipe.
And you can just garnish it with some fresh sage.
Look at that.
And there we are.
Just like that.
Just like that. It's
Just
done.
like that.
Absolutely.
Mr. Michael, I am going to ask you to dish me out a private bowl while we're in the ad break so that I can enjoy it. Oh,
And we're
I'm
gonna
not
put
sharing.
That's
Okay, so it's on the blue one. Very nice. Between 100 and 200 rand. Then you will get your pork and apple dish. Sauteed. What is the full word? You and your fancy words.
Savory sausage cakes and spicy apples.
Savory sausage cake and spicy apple. Sausage to 33728. And you can make that in your own home. We'll see you right after the break.
Stay with eXpresso and SABC3.